What's good, YouTube? It's Nas, and we back with another video. Road to 300 subscribers, of course. And in today's video, I don't know, I was just scrolling on Twitter like I usually do, trying to come up with a video idea, and I see some narrative about Lamelo Ball, and I don't know, like, if you want to call Lamelo Ball like a superstar, if you want to call him a fucking, if you have the nerve to call him a bust, I just feel like you should look at the situation he's in. He's on the Charlotte Hornets, where he was drafted there to suffer. Remember, you don't get to pick your career or where you start out with. So I get the flaws that people so-called have with his game. He takes tough shots. He shouldn't attempt some shots. He's a shot chucker, which I don't really get that narrative at all, because when he first came into the league, they was calling him a pass first, and now he's a shot chucker because look at the talent he has surrounding him. People want to make an excuse. He's playing with Brandon Miller. Brandon Miller is injured. He's playing with Trey Mann. Wasn't people hyping up Trey Mann? He's been injured. Miles Bridges, he's been stepping up his game recently, but I don't know. Like, yes, LaMelo has been injury prone since basically his second season in the NBA, but I don't know. Like, I don't think it's time to give up on him. Like, the way NBA fans are talking, it's like Lamelo Ball isn't a fucking great player, and we wasn't seeing what he was doing in November when everybody was fucking hyping him up. And now we see the recency bias where he hasn't been playing good at all. Don't get me wrong, he hasn't been playing great. He has been trying to get himself back to a level where he was playing in November, but obviously these games don't matter no more. You can obviously see the trying level is not there, and unfortunately, I don't think it's gonna come back for the rest of the season. Like, we might not see LaMelo play the same level he was playing in November, but that doesn't mean that you gotta talk about his character like he doesn't know the game of basketball. He hasn't known the game of basketball since he was fucking 3 years old. It just really doesn't make sense to me. And people calling him weak-minded because he wants out of Charlotte and it got rough. Nigga, no, bro. Any superstar player who would be on the Charlotte Hornets right now is not leading them niggas to a playoff seed. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Like, I don't care how many people talk about LaMelo Ball not being able to lead the Charlotte Hornets, blah, blah, blah. No superstar is leading this trash-ass team. If y'all actually watch the games, because I'm a LaMelo Ball fan, if this sounds biased, my bad. But you watch it, them niggas is terrible, and the coach is not good at all. It's basically, there's no shit at all whatsoever. But think about it. What else are you going to do if your fucking teammates surrounding him is not playing good at all? Even fucking, I forgot to say, Grant Williams, who was playing great this season at the beginning of the season, he tore his ACL. So that was basically the end of one of the people that cared about winning on this team. So it didn't really matter anymore. Like, I don't know. Like, come on, bro. Like, I just don't understand the analogy where people are trying to call him not a good basketball player or overrated. In reality, he should have been an all-star this season, but coaches and fucking media decided that he wasn't an all-star, and it really just doesn't. Like, I don't really see this working out in Charlotte, because obviously if they end up getting Cooper Flag, I don't see them trading LaMelo, and it's gonna take a lot for the Charlotte Hornets to give up LaMelo, because I don't think the Charlotte Hornets are going to be willing to give up LaMelo Ball just like that. A person who puts fans in the seats, a person who is a marketable player, top 15 in jersey sales. I just don't see the Charlotte Hornets being able or willing to part ways with that. And LaMelo has, I don't know, like, I could just list out some stats. Like, recently, I get when people are calling him a bad player, blah, blah, blah. He had 13 last game. He played terrible. He played the Minnesota Timberwolves. He had 28 points on 28 shots. Again, terrible. He had 25 points the game before against the Warriors. He had 25, 9, and 7 on 21 shots. People are not going to talk about that game. Against the Wizards, they lost to the Wizards 4 times this season, which that's a lot to say. Nobody has lost to the Wizards 4 times. I'm pretty sure the Wizards only have like 11 wins, and 4 of those wins are from the Charlotte Hornets. So that should just tell you how bad that Charlotte Hornets team is. And I don't think it's fair to criticize the superstar player that is obviously in a terrible situation. Like, we saw Cade Cunningham last year, but Cade went through it, and I don't see Cade getting Cade last year Cade wasn't getting the same criticism as Lamelo Ball is getting right now from the Charlotte Hornets. Because remember, the Pistons lost 28 games in a row, and Cade Cunningham was playing on the team then. Now, obviously, the Pistons are a playoff team, and I fully believe in Cade Cunningham being a superstar player. But last year, that wasn't the case at all, and people didn't believe in Cade, just like they're not believing in LaMelo now. So I could really understand that, but I don't know. I just think NBA fans are quickly to judge when you don't even watch basketball. You could just see a player and assume that. I guess I do that shit sometimes too, but it's not always good to assume how a player plays or his mindset to the game of basketball when you've never touched the ball a day in your life, or a competitive basketball a day in your life. So I guess this is a rant because I've been seeing this shit a lot, and there's some people saying that or no, not some people saying the betting odds, if LaMelo Ball was to be traded, he would go to Houston, Orlando, the Heat, and there was another team, but I don't know where LaMelo fits. I feel like LaMelo fits on the Orlando Magic because obviously the Magic need a scorer, and not a scorer, somebody that could initiate the offense, and LaMelo obviously does that well. Yes, he takes a few bad shots, but he makes his bad shots. Right now, they're not going in right now because he's rusty, and the ankle injuries are always gonna be a problem. Not always. I hope they're not gonna always be a problem. But so far in his career, they have been a problem. Like, I don't know, he's just not been durable enough. So that's why I get some of the criticism against him where he can't lead a team, because basically, if you blame it on injuries, I would say that. But if you say because he's not a good player, that's just far from the truth. His rookie season, when they were a playing team, people forget about his first 2 seasons. He averaged 15.5 points per game, 6 rebounds, and 6 assists. Won Rookie of the Year that season, where I see people talking about, I don't know how Ant won Rookie of the Year. It's because LaMelo was an all-around player, and he led the Hornets to a winning record back then when James Borrego was actually a good coach, now that I look back. In his second season, when he made the All-Star team, he averaged 20 points, 6.5 rebounds, and 7.5 assists. Again, the Hornets were a playing team, and they were actually a positive record this season, even though they lost badly to the Hawks the next season. He played 75 games, his most games he'd ever played in the season. Hopefully he could get back to that next season. But in the 2022-2023, that's when his third season, that's when the ankle injuries obviously happened. He's became unhealthy. Played 36 games. He averaged 23 points, 6.5 rebounds, and 8.5 assists. Again, not doing really anything. 2023-2024, last season, he only played 22 games. He averaged 24 points, 5 rebounds, and 8 assists. 2024-2025, right now, he's averaging 26 points, 5 rebounds, and 7 assists. The stats going down. The assist number is going down because the team is obviously not good. He's out there playing with bums. So like I said, I don't think it's time to give up on LaMelo. That's probably what I'm going to title this video. But I don't get the NBA fans' perspective. Or when they see recency bias, they see a player playing bad, you call him washed. Like, you got to be fucking trolling. But I don't know. I just wanted to make this video about LaMelo, I guess, because he's my favorite player in the league right now. Obviously, I sound a little biased, but I don't know. But I hope you guys enjoyed. Subscribe. I got some videos right here. If you enjoyed this video you just watched, video on the right, video on the left, and click on it.